when I say anything within reason, like if you're going to go buy a $3 million car, like you'll probably think about that. I don't need to be at that level personally.
Right.
But from a need, it's not a need, it's not a necessity for me. Do I want to? Absolutely, but it's not a necessity for me. But to go there and say, okay, so we're looking at a development site, for example. We say, cool, well, let's look in Toorak. Or let's look in a prestige suburb. Let's go South Yarra. Let's go on the boulevard here, like wherever we're going to go. Like, let's look at the top end, high end homes and build and develop those. And yeah, any vehicles I want to buy, any holidays I want to go on, any time I want to take off. I mean, at the end of the day, wealth equates to freedom, doesn't it? That level of wealth, that financial wealth. It's freedom to do what you want when you want.
Is it?
Isn't it?
Oh, I'm asking. I don't know.
I'm countering your asking. It's freedom. Like, it's the freedom to do what you want. I know it's a little bit cliche and it's like a stereotypical
if you make great
thing.
money, but you have to work 65 hours a week.
Yeah.
Is that not well?
Yeah. I again, if you're doing it at what sacrifice, if you're happy to pay that sacrifice, because it does come with
but
sacrifice.
everything comes with a sacrifice.
That's right.
Oh,
If you're happy to do that and it doesn't fuck
nice
you up,
food, you have to work.
That's right. But would you be willing to do that at sacrifice of relationships, of children, of health? Like, it's not worth it in that instance. Me personally, some people might be like, fuck it, I want to go hard for 45 years and I'm 46, dead. But those 45 years are going to be amazing. I don't know. Like, it's each to their own.
Yeah.
What are you willing to sacrifice to get to those levels as well? Because you look at those guys that, the 1% of the 1%, which are making millions of dollars as a CEO. You look at the guys that are making hundreds of millions of dollars a year or tens of millions of dollars a year. It doesn't just come because they got lucky. They had to do a huge level of work to achieve that level of success at some stage. It would have come with sacrifice. Some of those guys probably cost them their marriages and their families and this and this and this, but they don't know any better and they just continue doing what they're doing.
I feel like you've got a huge fear of that.
I would, yeah, I tend to agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to ever do that. Like, I feel that I would lose the game. If my companies cost me my family, I feel like I've lost.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm willing, and that's what I mean. Like, you say hundreds and like millions, I'd want them to come along with me for the ride. They'd have to be on board with it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, but like, okay. At what point is it an L? That's my question.
I don't know. I don't know the question. I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
How do I give that answer?
I don't know if I know anyone who, take this as a compliment, who's more committed to being there for their kids' bedtime. Like, you will go home, go to put them to bed and come back here.
Yeah.
Instead of staying here and working till 8.
Yeah.
You'll do that, come back and work till 11.
Because I'll tell you why. When they're 16, he's not going to want my son isn't going to want me to tuck him into bed.
It'd be weird if you did.
I'll give it a crack. Don't you worry. You'll be like, wait, I'll be in the office here. Like, wait, we're going. Just go tuck Steve into bed. Bro, he's 18. He'll fucking love it. And he'll shut the fuck up when I do it. It's going to go.
Yeah, of course it's going to go. Everything's going to go, dude. Everything's going to go.
That's why I want to. That's why I want to have that always.
I'm not saying you shouldn't want that.
Oh, I know you're not. I didn't take that in the wrong way at all. I'm just saying, me personally, I came to that realization that, your kids are kids once. And I think Jordan Peterson said it once on a podcast. It's like, you've got children once and then it's gone forever. Because when they get to 16 years old, they're an adult. And that's the person they're going to be for the rest of their life. Yes, they'll mature and change and shit, but ultimately they're going to be a fully able-bodied person that can reproduce, that can work, that's going to be strong.
You fucking hope so.
Yeah, exactly. You want to win in that regard.
Yeah.
Like, you as a parent have a W next to your name. If you get a child to 18 years old and he grows up to be a self-sufficient, respectful human being and
contributing to society.
That's right. Yes, you've got a good W next to you. So yeah, I do that purposely because I know that one day I'm not going to get that, and it's going to go away. And I was like, I want to remember. That's a selfish thing for me. That's all it is.
Yeah. I had a question about that. What was I going to say? Something. Okay. Did you have that as a kid?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Can't remember. This guy, only 40.
40 is a long time. 40 is a long time.
Almost 41.
Yeah, look, as a younger kid, like I reckon under 10, I do recall bedtime. I remember bedtimes and my dad coming in after work. And I used to love it. I remember that, like my dad coming in, like putting us to bed. That was kind of cool because he wasn't always home. He was working, as most ethnic parents are at that time. But yeah, my mum was always a very nurturing person too. So I do recall going to bed. But we also recall us being put to bed too. You know?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I can't say it wasn't the opposite. And now I'm trying to make up for it with my...
No. That's not what I was...
no, it's just in case people are thinking that too.
Yeah, that's not what I was getting at. You know, when it hit me, when you said something at the 10X conference.
Oh, yeah.
In Vegas, there was lots of things being said. The only time you commented was when the guy said that he missed out on his kids growing up. The billionaire dude. When he remember the sandwich guy?
I actually remember exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
I remember when I said it to you.
Yeah, because then you looked at me and you're like, "See, betcha if he had his time again, he would do it differently."
I'd be curious. I'd love to ask him the question.
And I just thought to myself, this guy's dropped some nuggets. Out of everything, that's the thing you commented on. That must mean a lot to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that made you say something? Do you know what I mean? Because he was saying some really cool stuff about business. He was good. Yeah,
he was
great.
a good president. He was actually probably one of the better ones. Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's?
Yeah, that's the one.
Jimmy John, the guy who made Jimmy John's. Jimmy John himself.
Yeah.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, the guy who made it, the guy who founded the stores, the franchise.
Yeah.
Sub-franchise.
Worth billions.
Yeah, worth billions. Sold out. Billionaire. Spends his time driving race cars in Italy. That's what he was saying, yeah? And he
teared up, though, when he was talking about that.
He did, yeah, of course.
He was tearing up.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious, but then he did go on and say he wouldn't change anything as well.
Well, why would you live with the thought of, I would change it?
I don't know, but he did say that. He did say that.
I think having the thought of, I would do this is just psychological punishment.
So then why would he cry?
Hey?
Why would he cry on stage in front of 10,000 people?
Yeah, he didn't cry. He kind of choked up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like he was emotional about it.
Which obviously matters to him. Don't you think?
Yeah.
But like, so okay, why do you think he choked up? Like,
I think there must be a level of regret there too. There must be at least something there if he's feeling like that and missed opportunity.
I believe you believe that.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But I'm just trying to, like, again, logically thinking about it.
Yeah.
Why, if he was like, no, it's cool, it's just part of the process, I'm happy to give that up, I would do it again. Move on. Why cry about it? Or why get choked up about it when he's like I wasn't there to put my kids away? I get that he cares. I still care.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I love my kids, of course. I've given them everything they could possibly have. I'm proud of what I've done. And they love me and I love them. And they're great people. Just got back from Italy racing fucking Lambos.
Do you reckon he is in deep regret about it?
I don't know if it's deep regret, but I do feel that probably is an element. I reckon if you look at him.
But so, it would make sense for you to think that.
Yeah, it does, because I'm parent.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
If he has, I'd be really curious to see what he's like with his grandkids. I bet you he's the type of grandfather that is rolling around with them on the floor and like playing with them and come in, food's going to get cold. Fuck food, we'll order in, like I'm playing with the kids, I think he probably would be that type of grandfather because he missed out on his own kids.
So you do get a second chance.
Yeah, there you go. It's true. That's true. I don't want to wait that long. I want it now.
Yeah, no. Why not have both?
Yeah, why not have both?
Yeah.
Really, man, interesting topic. Interesting that you brought that up too. Because I'd be curious to see if you feel that way when you have kids or if you have a level of that connection.
Yeah.
I think, before I had children, I used to always think, I'd see people that had kids. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like it'd be amazing to have children. But when I had kids, I think it was that next level for me.
Yeah, I think everyone says that though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I've never heard anyone say, yeah, my dog's better.
I think we actually know a couple that prefer dogs over kids.
We?
Yeah, you do. Anyway.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Yeah. Fuck, that's funny. No, but I know of people that I feel like their kids are an inconvenience to them and they'd prefer to be 25 years old and still going out. Like they can't wait to dump their kids at their mother's house and go out and party with the girls or the boys or together or whatever. Like it's almost a burden of having kids. I see that too. I see people that like are just yelling at their kids, and I get it. You yell at your kids every now and then, like they can be little shits, but that's what they're fucking programmed to do, mate. That's what a kid's doing. Good. It's functioning the way it should. Well done. Like you're lucky. Your kid's yelling. But yeah, for me, I just wanted to savor that, and that was really important to me.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.